pretty
cute.
Little sweater.
It's so huge. It's so funny. Yesterday we were out to eat, and this guy held the door open for me when I got to the restaurant.
You look so pretty right now.
Oh,
Katie.
thank you. He held the door open for me, and he goes, "Can I just ask, when are you due?" And I said, "Thursday." And he goes, "I would have guessed that. You look like you're about to pop." But he said, "But you're moving, like you're walking like really well and just moving around real well." And I said, "Well, that's a compliment because I feel like a dump truck." I feel like I'm just like, ugh. But it's so funny how when people have talked to me, people talk to pregnant ladies, I guess, but especially in the last few days, it's like a woman struck up a conversation with me in the bathroom last night. "When are you due? What are you having? Do you have a name yet?" "No." And who was it yesterday? When we were in Bath and Body Works, the lady said, "Oh, do you know what you're having?" And we said, "A boy." And she said, "Oh, what's the name?" And we said, "Well, we haven't decided yet." And we have I said, "We have a list and we haven't picked one." And she said, "Oh, can I hear the list?" And I said, "We haven't even told our parents the final list. So I know that you're not gonna go tell them, but I probably shouldn't just, we're just gonna keep it to ourselves." She laughed, so that's okay. But
there's some things you gotta keep private.
I was like, if there would be any chance that my mother or mother-in-law knew that I told you, but wouldn't even tell them, then that could be an issue,
I'm holding out. I've got a favorite name in my mind.
Do you?
Yeah. But you'll never know unless it's it.
And then you can tell us.
And then I'll tell you.
What
is it?
have a favorite
I can't tell you.
I think I have a favorite one right now too, but it could totally change.
I know,
That's the whole point in waiting.
When we had Daniel picked out, or when we had, it was Thomas, and we looked at him, and it's like, not gonna be a Thomas.
So you want to show us the nursery?
Yes, come see it.
Daddy's coming back in a minute. Your house is so clean. It looks wonderful.
Well, I'm awful to go to the hospital knowing my house was a mess and have to come home to
Is
that.
your house ever a mess, Kate?
Oh, yeah, it is.
Should we turn the light on?
Yeah, what's better?
Yeah.
This is his little room with some of his junk out, but I don't know where we'll put
So
this
he's
in.
been messing it up already?
Yes, he's already messy. We love his little frogs. We love the frog theme. It's just so weird to look in this little bed and think he's gonna be on this a little body this big, tiny. I walk in here sometimes and open his drawers and look at his little clothes and think, "Oh, I forgot about that outfit. I can't wait to put it on him."
Yes, you will. Yes, you do. We did the same thing.
Yeah, and who was here a couple days ago and said, "I can't believe how my Grandma Joyce. She couldn't believe how everything has a place." And I was like, well, I think I'd be overwhelmed if I didn't have that, if I didn't have, because I was showing her here's his little toy bin. Because, he needs his little toy bin already. Tiffany.
It's so soft.
Tiffany came over to see me a couple days ago, and Ben and Sydney came in here, her little kids, and it was so fun because they wanted to play in here. And it was so cool to see
them actually
toys being played with. The little Sydney couldn't get rid of this little cell phone thing. It's so weird to me that we have baby toys in here.
My first cap.
And his
Oh,
book.
Colt's football cap. How cute.
Sarah Schmidt gave me that.
Oh my gosh, is that cute? Oh, and you got some
All his
books.
books that he's been doing.
I went to a book party from Cheryl Coffey. Have you ever been to one of her book
No.
parties?
I know she does that, but I haven't.
Oh, well, you guys were at breastfeeding class that night. It was on
We
Tuesday.
didn't end up going.
You didn't.
I felt so not good that day. But I feel really prepared. I've read 2 full books on breastfeeding. 2, the entire book. And just have talked.
Oh, and they'll get you started.
Except for experience, you're an expert.
I know. And they have lactation nurses. And I
Yeah,
just did not,
right.
it was just a night where I just did not feel like going anywhere. And I was like, I just don't. I don't feel like getting up. I don't feel like, I didn't work that day.
So you didn't have to get cleaned up.
And I was like, at this point, I want to take a bath and get all clean.
I love you, stinky face.
Have you seen this book?
No.
I about cry. I love it so much. Look at it.
I love you, stinky face. Mom
I think that is definitely my favorite book I've gotten.
Mama says, I love you, my wonderful child, but I had a question. Mama, what if I were a big, scary ape? Would you still love me then? If you were a big, scary ape, I would make your birthday cake out of bananas, and I would tell you, I love you, my big, scary ape. But Mama, what if I were a super smelly skunk and I smelled so bad that my name was Stinky Face? Then I'd plunk you in a bubble bath, but if you still smelled stinky, I wouldn't mind. I'd whisper in your ear, I love you, Stinky Face.
Is that not the cutest book you've ever seen?
But Mama, what if I were an alligator with big, sharp teeth? Ooh, he looks mean. I'd buy you a bigger toothbrush. And if your throat hurt, I'd look inside your huge mouth and I'd tell you, I love you, my dangerous alligator. But Mama, what if I were a terrible, meat-eating dinosaur? Then I'd make you a mountain of hamburgers to eat. I'd say, I love you, my sweet, terrible dinosaur. But Mama, what if I were a swamp creature with slimy, smelly seaweed hanging from my body? Then I would live by the swamp and take care of you always. I'd tell you, I love you, my slimy swamp monster. But Mama, what if I were a green alien from Mars and I ate bugs instead of peanut butter? Then I would fill your lunchbox with spiders and ants and the tastiest bugs you ever had, and I'd pack a note with all the bugs that said, I love you, little greenie. Bon appetit. There's a little song, I love you, little greenie. Mom. But Mama, what if I were a one-eyed monster? Then I would look right into your one eye and say, I love you, and I would sing to you until your one droopy eyelid finally closed.
Isn't that great?
I love you, Mama, and I love you, my wonderful child.
Isn't that a great book? I love that book.
So cute.
Haley was the one that told me, she was like, this was my favorite book. And
He'll
I
love that.
have found so many people that have said, I have that book, it's one of my favorites.
He will love that.
I just love, what if I was a one-eyed monster? Then I would look right into your one eye and say, I love you.
Until your droopy eye.
And sing until your one droopy eyelid finally closed. I love that book. My mom I registered for this because Haley told me to, and my mom bought it for me because my nickname was Stinky.
Yeah, well, that's why I saw it. Yeah.
So, there we go.
So there's your stink.
So, there's his books.
He will love that book, and then he'll make up things. Well, what if I was
Yeah.
a mean, ferocious dog?
Did you get her stuff back, Daniel?
Yeah, and she gave us some apples. I guess Francis has an apple tree. So she gave us some apples and some more tomatoes and asked
Oh.
Ooh. Yum. Well, come in, Daddy. Grandpa's got the camera going.
We're hanging out in the kids' room.
Look at this place.
It's looking good.
Did you put everything together, Daddy?
I did pretty much, except these two things. And actually the crib. I wasn't even here when the crib arrived, was I? Or was I?
Yeah, you were in Chicago.
We got that up for you.
Mom and Grandpa.
You guys got that. I didn't do anything.
Oh, you
I
didn't do
sat
Oh,
and
take
watched.
some more pictures of Daniel. Then we're gonna take a picture of Grandpa in the chair.
Hanging out.
Maybe I should look like I'm taking a nap or something.
And Daddy has his right hand on his dresser when he was a little guy.
That's right. This was Dad's dresser. This was my dresser. Pretty crazy. I think I still have a. Yeah, look.
It was actually yours then.
So, what's it say?
It's a return address. A little thing.
I can
that I
almost
stuck
focus
on there
on it.
when it was next to my bed. Because remember, that was the side that was next to my desk when
Yeah.
it was underneath the.
I don't know if Tom knew which one he gave you. We just took one.
Really?
Yeah.
That's,
Well, you happened to give him
Give
the one
him
that was
his.
his, yeah.
It's Uncle
And
Thomas.
now it's full of all his tiny little clothes.
Is that strange to see his clothes in there? It's
It
like
is.
that's where Mommy's wedding ring was when Grandma tried it on.
And now look what's in there. The teeniest little undershirts you ever saw. Look at it.
He'll have a little body in there, and all his little guts will be in there.
Hard to imagine.
we got the short sleeved version, and the long sleeved version.
By the time he watches this, he'll be like, "So what? It's my undershirt."
Unless he's a little monkey, then the sleeves might not be long enough.
That's true.
It's true.
He could be a monkey or a little frog.
Would you still love him if he was a monkey?
I see you've been into his book. This is my favorite of all his little pajamas. I like the moose. I want to get a moose for him. One of these days we'll get a moose. I haven't ordered one.
Whatever. Didn't you have a moose?
Moosey.
Did you have a
I had a
moose?
bison too. What happened to that bison?
Yeah.
Sure, it's put someplace.
Yeah.
Did
If we
you
can-
had a moose?
I had there was a big moose. He was pretty large. But I had a bison that was a good size. I would definitely, if we could find that, I would give that to him. Because I like the brown little bison type animals. Because teddy bears are just too typical. Monkeys are pretty typical too.
Hey, I know somebody who liked monkeys.
Monkeys were my favorite when I was a kid. But I want my son to be unique from the get-go. And so
Now,
I
you
like
want your
that.
son to like whatever he likes, don't you?
I want my son to like what I like.
Like, what if he goes through one of his books? Like, one of his books is all
What if he
different
likes
animals that have tails.
alligators?
And what if he finds
Oh
something
my
else?
gosh.
Have you seen this book?
No.
Isn't that cool? Everything is touchable.
Oh, how
Like, isn't that a good
cute.
idea?
Yes.
Every page has like
Has something to touch.
all the
fingers.
tails.
Ah!
This is another book that was highly recommended to me by several people.
I've heard of books that were long tails, but that...
I just can't wait to read them to him when he finally gets here.
Hey, and Cheryl said that she gave you that My Baby Can
She
Read.
did. It's right here.
Yeah.
Did she give you? She was gonna give you. I think tomorrow she's gonna find you at church and give you something that goes with this. So if she comes up to you, I know it. She called me and
Oh,
said,
okay,
"There's
okay.
something else that goes with that," and
Okay.
she was gonna give it to you, I guess.
What is that thing? I haven't really looked through it.
I happened to
It's
wake up
the-
during the middle of an infomercial, and it's pretty phenomenal. And it doesn't cost anything for you guys now. You might as well give it a try and see what happens. You put this infant in front of this, and they had then pictures of babies who couldn't read, but they would show them a flash card, and it would say something like "kick your feet," and the little baby would start kicking his feet. And they put another flash card from it and say, "Hold your hands up high," and he'd go like this. It's like,
And it wouldn't have a picture?
no, it was just words.
It was just words.
It was just words.
That's pretty weird.
And so they're putting this baby in his little pumpkin seat in front of the TV, and they're showing letters and words, and he's reading,
responding to
and
the
he's
commands.
responding to those. Yeah, it's like,
That's pretty cool.
Freak baby.
wow.
Oh,
So
Baby is going to
sorry,
be
I'm
writing
walking in
novels
front
when
of
he's 13.
It's alright.
Look at Tiffany when she came over the other day. Look what she made me.
How did she do this?
I don't on some website.
Oh, all these little books of these things
All
of advice.
she put pictures, and then in the middle are all the things that people wrote on those cards.
What is it of?
Her
It's
baby
of my
shower.
baby shower. It's like a little scrapbook.
And it's got all the pictures in it.
You could do something like that for your wedding, couldn't you?
And then look, all these
Yeah.
pages in the middle
We
are
could do
all
something
the.
like that for Africa. I should.
Yeah.
Hi, Grandpa. Where are you?
I'm in baby's room.
You're in baby's room,
Uh-huh, baby canard.
and you're sitting in the special seat.
Yes, this is a special chair where mom and baby will probably do a lot of sitting,
Yeah.
I can imagine.
I'm trying not to get the window behind you.
Well, whatever you see is what you're recording.
There we go.
Grandma doesn't have much experience at recording things.
Like he's not going to figure out who the recorder and picture taker is pretty much right away.
Hi, Mommy. This is my experiment. This is my maiden voyage in recording.
For a long
Daddy?
time,
Well, you
he's
have a
gonna-
big enough target that you can't really mess it up.
For a long time, he's going to think that Grandpa is whoever is holding a camera, is holding
That's
something like
true.
this in front of his face. He's
That's
like,
true.
oh, that must be Grandpa too. It's like Grandpa is synonymous with like
Photographer.
Photographer, yeah.
But yeah.
They mean the same thing.
So he'll see a photographer at a wedding and go, Grandpa.
Yeah, there's Grandpa. What's he
Or
doing?
Opa, or whatever they call
Yeah,
it.
Opa. Whatever you guys go with.
We're we're looking for a new outfit. to
Oh,
look
I
at.
wanted to show you his Thanksgiving outfit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you have to see this because it's pretty stinking cute. It's probably gonna be too big. It didn't make it any smaller than that.
Gosh.
Look, thankful for mommy. And look at the bottom of his feet. Little turkey.
Thankful for mommy.
Is there a plume on the back? Or
Little turkey. No, but don't you think there should be?
yes.
Yeah, a little turkey butt.
Something that unsnaps.
I think thankful for mom. We thought thankful for mommy was really pretty.
So
Oh, yeah.
so
Poor
is,
daddy gets left out.
so is that already been washed? So
Yeah.
it's already shrunk?
Yeah. It'll have to be too big. Well, it's 0 to 3 months.
He could be an 11-pound baby.
Curse you, woman. He better not be an 11-pound baby.
Well, he might be in a month, right?
Yeah, depending how
What are
late.
you doing with that?
Oh, hold on.
Damn, it's weird.
A little Lammy came to visit.
He's like, why is my lamb floating in the air?
He is such a cute little lamb. Look,
Almost would
He wants to
fit.
play. He wants to play with Buddy.
with Buddy.
Well, he'll have to wait a few days.
Here,
A
kick
few
him.
hours, few
Kick him,
days.
bud.
I don't know
Kick
how
him.
long. He's not kicking right now.
No, nothing.
He's gonna love this. Wouldn't you have loved to see your
Yeah, I would.
mommy's
I've seen
pregnant?
like one picture of my mom pregnant. It's not even a very clear
Hey,
picture.
Daniel. Buddy, wouldn't that be Belly? Isn't Buddy on the other side?
This is Belly.